Welcome to Messy Bun Sisters Podcast. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Lauren. And
This is episode I have no idea.
Yay, you're back.
I feel like it's been a really long time.
It's episode 8.
Okay. I was going to say 7.
7 was last week. But it's okay. You haven't been here for 2 weeks.
I know.
Are you sick?
Yes. I don't think I'm sick, but maybe I'm sick. I'm probably sick. I just, maybe the last 2 days of the trip, Liam started feeling bad. Mm-hmm. And I could tell, his nose was running and stuff. And
I had that booger.
And then on the flight home, I was like, I can't even do anything. I just need to sit here.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you took medicine, too.
I did.
Your eyelashes look good.
I love them.
Melissa got them done in Hungary.
In Hungary, yeah.
By a lady who doesn't speak any English.
Yeah, but it was good because we translated and I talked to her. Well,
Who translated?
David's aunt.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So talked to her a little bit before, but then David did walk me to she works and lives down the street from where we were staying.
Oh,
so we just walked there.
Yeah.
And David dropped me off and he's like, well, do you need me to translate anything else? And she's like, no, I think we got it because we had talked before. And then when I was done, I just walked back home.
By yourself?
Yeah.
That's scary.
It was literally like a 2-minute walk, if that.
Yeah.
But
Still, you never know. American.
I know. And I was thinking crap, I don't have my phone. I don't have service.
You didn't have your phone?
I had my phone, but I don't have service.
Oh my God. You could have been taken.
Well, I wasn't. I'm here.
That's good. Alyssa, you sound so bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you do that.
It's funny because even Liam in the morning, he'll his little cry in the morning is you can tell that it's affecting his voice too. But the only way you can really hear that is when he's crying, you know?
He cries in the morning when he wakes up?
No, I mean, not usually, but since we've been back, the time change has kind of affected all of us. And so for him especially, he kind of wakes up wait, where am I? Am I still home? You know what I mean?
Oh, poor baby.
Not poor. He's fine.
He picked up some new words in Hungary too?
Cow. And Josh.
Who's Josh?
His uncle.
Was Josh there?
No, but we FaceTimed him. He had said Josh before with Ilona, but when we FaceTimed him, he saw him and said, we didn't provoke him to say Josh.
Yeah.
He just saw Josh and said Josh.
How does he say Josh?
Just.
How come we didn't say Thea?
No. He says almost all the men in our family's name, but none of the women.
Not
except
Trent.
Sometimes even he hasn't said Theo yet,
Yeah.
but he says all the other men, literally all of them.
What the heck?
He barely even says mama, actually.
Yeah.
So it's funny.
He said Tata. That's his grandpa.
Yeah, it was funny. He was whispering it tata, tata. But it was good because for them, especially my father-in-law, they hadn't spent that much time with him.
Yeah.
So it was really good for them to be able to right now we live with my parents, so they see him every morning.
Yeah.
So for a full week, he got to see his grandparents on that side
sweet.
every morning. So it was really sweet.
Well, we're going to go through your whole trip.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm coughing.
Stop.
Uh-oh, Trent, give me a dirty look.
Stop. Get her some emergency.
I took a Zycam, I think, before you came over. All right, you ready to do our review of the week? Yeah. Man, it was so hard to get Lauren and Stephanie to do
I know, it was so funny watching them. And it's funny because Stephanie, I know, listens often.
Yeah,
so she was it was funny.
I was like, okay, let's try it again. Lauren kind of caught on a little bit, but Stephanie.
It's okay, Steph.
It was so
cute.
funny. So we have no really reviews of the week. We just had someone say, DM me if you need promo. If you need promo, let's go viral today. Bomb emoji, bomb emoji, bomb emoji, wave emoji, wave emoji, fire emoji, money bags emoji, money bags
That's
emoji.
a little excessive,
Money
dude.
bags emoji. Then I had another person say, just DM me. And I don't like his name. It's Jim Bone the Plug.
Did you not DM them?
Nope.
Oh,
Oh no! Oh my
my
god!
I'm
What are you
sorry.
doing?
I just felt like if I told you that I couldn't do it today, then we wouldn't have been able to do it this week. So I thought that I was rallying by coming here, but now I feel like that might have been a bad decision.
It's okay. We'll make it quick. All right, Alyssa, you have a ding 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 new story of the week.
New story of the week.
Kris Jenner rushed to
Okay.
hospital after Kim Kardashian security attacked her after mistaking her for an intruder.
But like, have you seen the or heard the promo of it?
What do you mean?
They promoted it on like the Keeping Up with the Kardashians page. So it's like a 30-second, like, we just called 911, and you can hear Kris in the background
it's going to be on the show.
Yeah, you can hear Kris in the
They've
background.
just lost content, and that's probably something that they were like, let's.
let's watch it.
Okay.
It's like 30 seconds.
It's the best I've seen her look in a long time. Hello?
Oh my God, Kim.
What?
You gotta come. Your whole security.
Chloe.
Wait, what?
What happened?
Wait, my security just-
We just called 911. This is so crazy. Oh my God.
What happened?
Security just tackled my mom? Wait, what's going on?
Come over here.
I'm rushing.
Outside with
I'm,
the
ru-
ambulance is
Kris
there.
Jenner got
I'm
attacked.
rushing home right now, but what
Serious?
happened?
We were in the backyard and mom came down.
Kris Jenner got
and
attacked.
And they just tackled her. Oh God. Mom, I'm
Kris
sorry.
Jenner got attacked.
I have to look at the surveillance.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
that
God.
track was bomb. Dun, dun,
I was
dun,
thinking,
dun,
I watched the
dun,
first
dun.
episode on the plane of this last season of Keeping Up.
Yeah,
And I was wondering if Kanye has a lot more to do with the music now.
it's better.
Because it's better, yeah. And the
Interesting.
first part of it was his song. I don't remember what it's called, but
Doom, doom, doom.
the first part of it
doom,
was
doom, doom,
Kanye's
doom.
song.
Kris Jenner got attacked. Doom,
Lauren,
doom,
turn your
doom,
text messages off.
doom.
You're not
doom,
going to get
doom.
distracted again.
Kris Jenner got attacked. It was pretty good, right? Don't look at it.
I'm not looking at the text. I'm looking at the rest of the thing.
Yeah,
Oh, it literally is just like a recap of what we just watched.
yeah. It's
Thing.
so like, okay. Number one, what was Kris Jenner wearing that day to make her look like an intruder?
No, I'm telling you, I really think that they were like, y'all should attack Kris Jenner as like part of the content. You know what I mean? But they didn't think that they were going to be as aggressive, maybe. And she's an older lady. And so,
Maybe.
yeah.
What? Like what? I don't know. That seems a little crazy.
I don't know. I'm just
And they said what was even more crazy is that they said they kept it out of the press. Which I mean,
oh,
like,
because it happened before and now they're just showing it and filming.
yeah. Like I don't know how you also keep that if like something is wrong with her neck or her back or her.
Gross.
But like, how can you keep that out of the press? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Number one, what was she wearing? Number two, if they did plan it, like, how did they attack her? Like,
I'm saying maybe they did it. They were like, oh, we'll just freaking body slam her. Or not body slam her, but like tackle her. And we'll try to like catch her. But they didn't realize like, wait, she's actually an older lady. And
Yeah.
her bones are probably more fragile. I don't know.
yeah. How old is Kit?
I don't
How
know.
old is Kris Jenner?
Can you look that up, Trent?
Kris Jenner. I bet you she's in her 60s,
Yeah, for sure.
70s.
Courtney's 40.
You're right.
So she's probably 60 something.
Does it say on Wikipedia?
I can't see.
I can't see that far.
She's 63. I don't know why I sounded like that.
Oh
She's
no!
63.
Now Trent is getting sick too.
She's 63. This is not good.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be spreading this. I hope I'm not.
Anyway, okay, so let's talk about your trip.
Yay.
It sucks that you're sick and you're the one talking mostly in this episode.
It's okay. I can get through it. I
I
think.
guess the number one question that people have, all of our people, is how was it traveling like 10 hours or 12 hours with a toddler?
Okay, so I'll say this. It's funny because I think David and I have very different perspectives and interpretations. Because, like, when we got there, David was like talking to y'all or talking to his parents and be like, "Oh my gosh, it was terrible. Oh my god!" And
You
I'm
told
like,
me it was terrible.
I'm like, it was not that bad. Like for me, it wasn't that bad because and I think maybe I just mentally prepared myself more, and that's why it was easier for me. So, okay, we made a lot of mistakes.
All right, what were your mistakes?
Like we should not have flown out of Houston. We should have flown out of San Antonio.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh no. Do you need a cough drop?
I thought I was fine. Do you have a cough drop?
Trent, do we have cough drops? I don't know. We're
So-
about to find out if we have cough drops or not.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was going to happen. I think because I'm talking, I'm like,
Yeah, irritating it.
yeah.
Maybe make some tea, babe.
Ooh, comforting tea.
Trent, can you also? No, I'm just
Don't
joking. I know.
do that.
I'm kidding.
So, we shouldn't have flown out of Houston, but we did. So we drove to Houston,
Yeah.
and then
Were the flights cheaper because you were flying out
Yes.
of Houston? That's probably why.
also didn't realize that our flights had no bag allowance.
What does that mean?
We couldn't check bags. You had to pay for them, pay extra. But the lady that we used on the first flight didn't really tell us that, so she just checked our bags, or she said it and then she just checked them anyways. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But on the way back we had a problem.
Yeah.
So
We had a problem.
So we
How many bags did you bring?
one each, and then a carry-on, and then
Yeah.
personal. Like we both had backpacks.
Yeah.
So then the first flight was from Houston to London, so that was the long flight. So
Yeah.
it was nice. We had like the first we flew British Airways, and we had like the first row, and it was really great. We had like some space in front, and then also like a latch thing came down, and they put like a baby bassinet so where he could
That's
sleep.
nice. Yeah.
And the flight attendant was like the nicest flight attendant I've ever had ever. And she was like,
Was she English?
yeah, we had like two that knew Liam by name and like always came and asked for if we needed anything.
Hello, I was Liam.
And then
That's how I imagine they sounded.
they didn't sound like that. And then in the thing next to us, so it was like 3 and then 4 and then 3. So it was a big plane. And in the 4-person row, there was a baby on the other end too. Probably like
a good
10
baby
months
or a
old.
bad baby?
Good baby. But it was funny because they were like looking at each other and like smiling and like dancing at each other. It was super cute.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I think David has a video. So then, so I was like, Liam's being good. Like he's playing here. We reread books. He was laughing at the baby. But I think the thing that made it seem like he wasn't doing good is because he didn't sleep.
Oh, not
So-
at all?
Maybe like an hour.
Were the lights turned
so.
off?
Yeah, but where we were, because we were in the first row and he was on the bassinet facing like where the flight attendants were coming in and out.
Oh, so
So-
he liked that.
The lights and like them coming in and out, they kept waking him up. And so he didn't really sleep in the bassinet at all. But when he was in there, he didn't really cry or anything. Like he would make some noise here and there, but didn't really cry. But then David finally put him to sleep. Like he slept on David for like, maybe that's why it was terrible for David too, because it hurts your back when they're laying on you.
Yeah.
So they slept like that for maybe 2 hours or so, maybe 3. But you have to imagine, like this is to us was like 6 o'clock. I mean, not 6, 8 o'clock at night, and Liam usually sleeps around 7:30 to 7:30. But he slept only like 3 hours
Oh my
instead of his
gosh.
12.
Yeah.
So then,
I should have
We-
told you guys. I saw this advertisement for. It's like basically this little square thing that you put under your feet, and you can make your seat a bed.
yeah, I saw one of my clients sent that to me too, but I just thought that would have been too big for Liam. Like Liam was too small for that, you know.
I guess.
And also, he's a lap baby. If he had his own chair, that would have made sense.
yeah, but I mean, like for you guys.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Anyways, yeah. So, So then on the second flight, he was so tired.
Yeah.
So then
What time did you land in London?
I think it was like 7
In the morning?
Yeah. So then,
Yeah.
and then we had a 2-hour or an hour layover, and I was so hungry, and we couldn't find anything, and so we were like running around, and then by the time we found something, we had to like get it quickly and eat it quickly, and then right when we got back to the gate, we were checking in, so I didn't really get to eat it that quick. It was just
Yeah.
so then we got to that
You sound
plane.
stressed out.
Well, we got to that plane, and then Liam just like was not happy. Like he was overly tired. Like he needed to sleep, but he didn't want to. So then, like
Oh
the
my
first, and then
God.
that flight was only like an hour 45.
Yeah.
So, so then he like maybe the first 30 minutes or so was like crying and fussing.
Yeah.
It kind of sucked, and then he finally fell asleep for like an hour.
Oh my God. And y'all thought this flight was going to be easy, right?
Yeah, because it was overnight.
Yeah.
So that's the thing is I think mentally I was like, it should be easy because it's overnight, but I'm not like,
Yeah.
and I think David just thought, oh, he's just going to sleep the whole time.
Yeah.
So then I think that's why he maybe thinks that I was terrible, but I'm like, he's a baby, like
Yeah.
whatever. The thing that we were not prepared for was like the time change and getting him to get on a sleep schedule there.
Yeah.
So like the first night when so we got to Switzerland and David drove to where we were staying, which was Amden, Switzerland, which was so beautiful. We were on like the lake and in between like the two mountains.
Yeah.
It was freaking gorgeous. And so we had to drive like about another hour or so to get there.
Oh my God.
Okay, but that's not even bad. Like
Yeah.
when talking about travel, because on the way back it was worse. But yeah, so we stayed in Amden, and so for
do
Liam,
you have pictures of Amden that you could pull up just like from Google?
yeah, the Wallensee Lake or something like that. So we stayed there for like 4 days or 5 days.
Yeah, the
4 nights.
photos looked freaking gorgeous.
It was amazing because it was just like the mountains and
Wow.
yeah, like I don't know if it makes sense, but I felt like the sky was more blue. Is that weird?
Maybe there's less pollution there.
It felt like the air was a lot more clear.
Yeah. I mean, you're out in the country. It looks like it's just like
Yeah, literally there's like no there's no I don't know, like there wasn't that many people that lived in the
Yeah.
municipality. I think it was in a city. So it was
it's
there was
called a
cows.
municipality.
Yeah, it wasn't a city.
Huh.
This what was the city that was underneath? Dang it, I can't remember. Wannsee.
Anyway.
Anyways, it was just I mean there was another like little town underneath.
Yeah.
Because we were like, we got there and we didn't realize that we were like up in the mountain.
Yeah.
So I saw this like road in the mountain and I was like, man, look at that up there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then we're like, keep driving and driving. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're going
going
up.
up, yeah.
So we just kept going up, and it was like the best view. And we were next to like this old church, and it was just so beautiful. And the bells were going off every hour. And you
Even
could-
at nighttime?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But we couldn't hear. But what was cool is all of the doors that I've seen in Europe and all the windows in Europe, they like open this way. Like you can open it like a door and it opens all the way open. Or you can turn it up and tilt them.
Yeah.
So they all tilt up. Or you wait, was that it? Yeah, you turn it down, you open it, you can turn it up and then you tilt them open.
So it tilts open like towards
Like
you?
that, yeah.
Interesting.
So like you can just have that
All
open
the
and-
doors?
the doors too. Not all the doors,
What?
but if like you were to have a door like this, like,
Yeah.
like your door, like a big glass door,
Yeah.
that's how it would be.
That's so beautiful.
It was amazing. I was
What
like,
was the weather
we
like?
need these. Well, in Switzerland, it was perfect. It was
Yeah.
like 75, maybe like 60 at night. Like just
oh my God.
awesome. Like the best weather. Like
Yeah.
And our point of going to Switzerland was just like, we want to enjoy the weather. We want to enjoy the views. Like we don't, like
Yeah.
we weren't interested. Like mom asked like, what was like a great meal? And I was like, we didn't really eat like we had maybe one good meal that was like
Yeah.
part of
If you're going to go eat food, you're going to go to like Italy
right.
or what European country has good food?
It probably Greece, like the Mediterranean food.
Yeah.
I love Greek food.
Italy, Greece, maybe is Peruvian food good? Or not Peruvian.
Peru is not
Peruvian.
Europe.
Parisian?
Parisian. Oh, Paris, France.
Yeah. Like French food?
I
No.
don't think French food is good. English food, I don't think is
English food.
good.
Yeah. Like what?
Spanish food. I would
the
go for Italy.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like the only place.
Hungary was good too, but that was a lot of home cooked meals.
Yeah.
So and I've already had a lot of that before. So
Yeah.
I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
But like we were excited to eat in Hungary because
Yeah.
we knew that there was going to be like home cooked food, like
Yeah.
a lot of pastry, like that we already knew about. So we were
Yeah.
like, and when we were in Switzerland, we weren't thinking about food. We were thinking about hiking and
Yeah, I
like
did a
just
lot
being
of
outside.
hikes.
We hiked every day,
Yeah.
every day. I think I
What?
told you
What? Tell
the
our
first
tell our peeps.
the first full day we were there because we got there like midday, like around 12ish or so, 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
So the first day that we were there was just kind of like getting into the apartment, walking around the town a little bit, but we didn't do a lot. And then
Yeah.
the first full day we were there when we went on our hike. First, that's when we had the like good food. David had like bratwurst and
Yeah.
French fries, and I had like a salad, and it was really good. Everything
Yeah.
was really fresh, but it was like $50
Yeah.
for just
Crazy.
that.
A bratwurst.
Yeah, just like a piece of meat. But I mean, the view was nice. We were on the lake. So
Yeah.
I had looked up before, like things I wanted to see, but we kind of just were like, oh, let's just go down and do a walk on the lake. Like it wasn't premeditated. It's just kind of like, oh yeah, like that
Yeah.
sounds good, which was our point in being there. Just kind of
Right.
explore. So we do the walk or whatever, and the way that we had to get in there was like a weird drive, and we didn't have our Google Translate downloaded, which is another lesson that we've learned. Like
Yeah.
download Google Translate. And so there's a sign that's like a do not enter
Yeah.
looking sign. And so I was like, yeah, but I see people driving in there.
Yeah.
So let's go. And we got a little bit, and David's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Let's park here. We'll pay for parking here, and then we'll just walk.
Yeah.
So we walked on the road, and it was really cool. We went under a couple caves. We saw a naked guy swimming. We just like, it was like off cliffside. So it was
Yeah.
really cool to see all that. And then we get to the end where it's like this beautiful like view of the lake and
Yeah.
this nice little park where you can sit and hang out. People were sleeping. And we just kind of hung out there for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we were like, well, we only have this amount of time left on our car. Let's go back to the car because it's going to take about 30 minutes to walk back. So
Why did you walk back? Did you think they were going to ticket you or?
Yeah, we only had paid for a certain
Yeah.
amount of time on our meter or whatever.
We did that one time and we went 2 hours over. We just paid the ticket.
Yeah, but we were ready
Remember
to go.
in Portland when we went to the
Did we actually pay it though?
That's funny.
I don't think we paid for that. We should probably look into that.
I think we did pay.
That's really funny.
Anyway.
So we went back to the car and then did some other stuff, whatever. But then later on, they had like a tourist center there. So we were just checking it, see what they would say.
Yeah.
And they were like, you really have to see this waterfall. It's like the best waterfall ever and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You just go down this thing. You can drive in, but blah, 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 all this stuff. And then
Yeah.
he's like, then you just walk down a little bit from the park and it's right there.
And you missed it.
We were like, are you kidding me? We just did that walk yesterday. And we had already planned on a different hike that day. So we were like,
We're not
maybe
going to
we
do the
could-
same hike again.
yeah, because
Yeah.
we didn't want to drive in because we had a rental car and those caves were really small.
Yeah.
So like we would have to pay for longer. We didn't want to do that same hour
Yeah.
hike again
Yeah.
plus some. So we just were like,
Next
it
time.
just sucked because they were like, this is the best waterfall. And it was on my things I wanted to see.
oh, no.
Yeah. So I was kind of annoyed by that, but whatever. Because we
Bummer.
saw like it was still like a beautiful hike.
Yeah.
So then the next hike we went on was like for children. So like not for children, but they had stops 4 kids.
Yeah.
So they were like, it'd be good because like you can stop with Liam, but he still might be too young, which
He
when we got
was.
there, he was. But it was still cute. Like it
Yeah.
was still like an easier hike. We're not
Yeah.
hikers. Like we like walking and
Right.
doing stuff like that. We hike at like Friedrich, but it's
Yeah.
not like
Beautiful
Switzerland.
views.
Yeah, because they were showing us like at the tourist center, you can do this hike, or you can do this one, and we were like, we went this
We
one.
went the little one.
Yeah, we went just like the little one, because the other one was like a 24-mile hike or something like that. And I was like,
We were like, I'm
"Do
not
you
trying to
see
run a marathon.
look like right now? I ain't trying to hike that long."
Were they telling you all in English or Swiss?
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
tourist center, they were saying in English. But
Oh.
what was cool is you go up a chairlift, like a ski lift.
That's right,
To get to
yeah.
the hike. So we went up, and I think at first David was kind of freaked out, like taking Liam.
Yeah.
But I'm like, where he's going to be literally strapped to you.
Yeah.
Like we had our baby carrier. So he strapped him on, and then David was like, this is not what I was thinking it was going
Yeah.
to be. It was very slow, like the
Yeah.
slowest chairlift.
But
at
still,
the time.
hot's high.
It was very high.
Yeah.
But it was like a really peaceful, like going up, and
Yeah.
we were there for like just enjoying like all the view, and then
Yeah.
coming down all the view, and it was just like perfect. The weather was freaking perfect that
Yeah.
day, and so we hiked. I think it was like a 2-hour hike.
And Liam learned to say cow.
Yeah,
in
because
Switzerland.
once we were up there, then the cows are just roaming. You can hear like all the cowbells, and we get to like this one spot, and the cows are like right there, and Liam just takes off.
Yeah, I
We
saw.
put him down. We were like, let's just let him go, and we'll just follow him, because there was
Yeah.
nobody really
Around.
around, and so just the cows. And so he like just kept walking away, and then all of a sudden I see him bend down, and he grabbed a manure pile. And I was like, Liam, no. So I ran over there, because 15-month-old, they want
Yeah.
to put everything in their mouth still. Blech.
Gross.
But I got him. I got him in time. Don't worry, guys.
Good. I'm glad. Ew, gross.
But that was probably like the highlight of Switzerland, was not Liam grabbing the manure.
Yeah.
but just that hike was like
Really awesome.
amazing, like
Uh-oh.
amazing views, like. I
Sorry, we just heard a loud bang and Liam's in the other room.
thought Liam fell off the.
He fell off the bed.
Yeah, but it was like literally 20 minutes before we had to get to the airport on our way back.
Oh no, what happened?
I was like,
You didn't tell me he fell off the bed.
yeah.
What happened?
I'll just tell you once I get
How
to the
tall
end
was
of
the bed?
story. It was short. It was probably like this.
Oh.
But it was a small. Yeah, I'll tell you once I get to the end.
Okay.
Because it was like one thing after the other made it like, oh my God, are you freaking kidding me? Let's just get home.
Okay, so
Then he
you
fell off
leave
the bed.
Switzerland. Where you drive to next?
Our main spot was to get to Hungary.
Yeah.
Like that's like where we spent most of our time.
Yeah.
So we left Switzerland and stopped in
Don't mean to
Austria.
yawn. Sorry.
It's like a 10-hour drive.
It's
if you go
crazy.
straight.
yeah.
10-hour drive. And so we stopped in Austria. We were like, that's a good middle ground. We stopped
Yeah.
in Salzburg. We found a cute Airbnb. I thought we were gonna have a little bit more time there, but
Yeah.
anyways, it was cute, and we were able to walk around in the city and got some. Did we get dinner there? Or we had a pretzel. We just had a pretzel.
Do we have dinner or a pretzel?
Yeah, we just had a pretzel.
Yeah.
So we just walked around there. Got to see like the
What's
little
the
town,
name of the place?
Salzburg.
Try even look that up.
That's where they filmed The Sound of Music.
Really?
Yes, and so that's why I was sad that the views
from
weren't
the very beginning.
a
A very good place to start. I feel like we've sang this on.
Okay. We
Cute.
listened to the Sound of Music soundtrack from
Switzerland?
Switzerland to Austria.
Look how
It was awesome.
cute. Is that what it looks like? Like
I
a little
can't really
city?
see.
It's
But
like
yeah,
a
but
cute
it
little
sucks because like
city.
the weather wasn't very good. So we hung out a lot in the nighttime, and then in the daytime it was like kind of foggy, and so
No way. Oh, so it's like a little town.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Okay,
Yeah, it's just
we
a
gotta
cute
go through
little
it
town.
quick.
Okay, so then we
I just don't want you
drove.
to feel any more sick.
We drove from Austria to Hungary.
Yeah.
And that, I think when we first looked at the map, we were looking at from Salzburg to Budapest.
Yeah.
But we were staying in Debrecen, which is like 2 hours outside of Budapest.
Oh,
So instead of
no.
like breaking it up from 4 to 6, it was like I think we thought it was going to be 5 and 5, but it ended up being like 4 and 7.
Oh no.
So it was fine. Like Liam actually did pretty good on that drive. I think, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And I just feel so like thinking about that. Like I talked to a client today and she's like, we took a 2-hour road trip to somewhere recently.
Waco or something?
Yeah. And she's like, it was so hard with the kids. And I was like, Liam's done 3-hour car trip to a 4-hour to a 7-hour to a 13. Like,
Yeah.
he's
done so
and,
good.
like 2 plane rides and
Wow.
it's crazy. But
You got a happy.
he's good. Like he
Yeah.
actually like he was good.
Yeah. Well, we'll ask David when we're done.
He's gonna have a whole nother.
He's gonna be like, it was the worst thing ever.
I just don't think we were really thinking through
Yeah.
a lot of that. But anyway, so we got to Debrecen and we stayed with David's grandma for 2 nights.
Yeah. That's so cool.
So we got there Saturday and yeah, she fed us right away, which is awesome. And it's funny because I had never seen, I've eaten a lot of Hungarian food, like
Yeah.
with David's family, but they do like this like snack, I guess, and they eat it for breakfast a lot.
Yeah.
And it's just like bread with butter or like a spread, a different kind of spread. Then with like peppers, tomatoes, and cheese.
Yeah.
I think that was it. And salami.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've never seen any of y'all like eat this, but
Yeah.
but we ate it like literally every day there.
Yeah.
So, but I liked it. I was like, and David actually got salami when we were in Switzerland, and I thought it was weird. Because we were getting stuff for breakfast.
Yeah. He was like, what
And
about salami?
he was like, let's get some salami, and I was like, for breakfast?
He's really feeling in his European roots.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then we ate it every single day, and I was like, this is awesome. I want to eat this when I get home.
And one thing you said, I know that was kind of cool, is that David or Liam, you felt like he remembered his great grandma.
Yeah. So
But last time you saw her was December,
yeah, she left after Christmas.
which
No, wait. Yeah, she came right after David's birthday. Because she wasn't here for David's birthday, and then she was here for 3 months.
so he was
So,
like Liam was
November,
like
December,
7
January.
months.
Maybe she left February,
Yeah.
I think. I don't remember. But anyways, yeah. So
Yeah.
and he had seen her like every day or not every day, but every week, at least once a week, maybe twice.
Yeah.
So I really felt like he remembered her. Like he
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah. He just points.
so yeah. So that was really cute, and she like loved him, and she was really great to us.
So was it hard for you? I know you said being in a place where there's no English, especially
Yeah.
family members.
Yeah, because I like when we were in Switzerland, David and I were both confused.
Yeah.
We were both like,
What do
"What's
we do?"
happening?"
Yeah.
And then to be in Hungary and like David be able to understand everything, and
Yeah.
I kind of felt alone, you know. I was
Yeah.
just kind of like, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
And David would do a good job like translating to me when he could, but I think it was really like kind of mentally exhausting for him, like having to like, sorry, I did not miss your bodily noises.
Oh.
So he would have to translate because he thinks in English. So
Yeah.
he would have to translate from English to Hungarian and then Hungarian back to English for me, whatever they were saying. So it's just a lot of like, a lot of mental stress, you know, for him
Yeah.
to like have to. So it was a lot for him. So I didn't really expect as much. I was like, I get it. Like,
Yeah.
because it was constant. Like when we were with his family here, most of the time they're like 50-50 with
Yeah.
English and Hungarian. So if it's something that I'm like, oh, what did he say? Like if I missed it,
Yeah.
or because sometimes I can still grab it in context,
Yeah.
what's going on, and so
Because
like
there's
it's,
some English sprinkled in.
yeah, or I know some of the words now. So
Yeah.
but there it's like all Hungarian. So I just
Yeah.
I needed him to translate more, but I understood like it was a lot
Imagine
for
being
him.
Liam, not knowing anything English or Hungarian.
That's why I think he talks a lot more now, because maybe he's just like, oh, you just make noise. You just make whatever noise and people understand you.
Yeah.
So he's just like, no, ba,
I
ba,
mean,
ba, 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 ba,
Isn't
ba.
that how it is?
It
It's
is.
just- you just make random noises and people understand what you're saying.
Exactly.
That's so weird.
It is weird, but it's beautiful.
Cool. Anyway, so a cool thing that Liam got to experience is he met his great grandma, and that's on your Instagram.
Yeah.
You posted a picture of them meeting.
Yeah,
How
so
was
we
that?
had we were there Saturday night, Sunday we had church. We had lunch with some of the family, like my mother-in-law's brother and sister and their families, and my grandmother and the grandmother. And then
Yeah.
Monday we had a full family party.
And it was
So it was like cousins, aunts, uncles,
yeah.
all this family members, and my in-laws ended up being getting to be there on Monday.
That's so cool.
So it was like maybe 40 of us all
Yeah.
there, and the great grandmother was there. David's great grandmother. Yeah, that's
That
her
is
right
so,
there.
That is so. How old is she?
She's like 96.
That is insane.
So it's 5 generations
Wow.
all together.
I mean, that's rare.
Yeah.
What's his picture?
Oh, that's that picture back one trend. They had. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. My in-laws got married in that city, Debrecen, and that's where they took their wedding pictures in the forest.
Yeah.
So I have a picture of them there too, and then David and I took a picture there too. But
Yeah.
I could only post 10 pictures
Oh,
on Instagram.
damn it, Instagram.
I mean, I could have posted more often. I just didn't.
Yeah.
That's in Budapest. So we went to Budapest on our last day on Saturday.
Yeah.
So
Is
we were-
Budapest the capital of Hungary? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Sure.
Let me look it up.
Yeah. So that's in Budapest too. It's at one of the castles. It's just funny that door is so small. That's in Budapest too.
Capital of Hungary.
That's in Brooklyn Bridge.
It is
according to
Budapest.
Chat. You know, it's actually pronounced Budapest.
The capital of Hungary, not to be confused with Bucharest.
Bucharest. That's in Romania.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. Tell me about Budapest.
Okay. Well, let me go back because we also went to
Okay.
Romania for one day.
You did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So my father-in-law is there doing mission work. So he.
Don't the Romanians not like the Hungarians?
Yeah. Okay. But I mean, yeah, but that's not. Why would you not go do mission work just because George was born in Romania?
Okay.
I'm
So
just
he's
saying.
technically Romanian.
No, he's not. He's Hungarian.
But if he was born in Romania,
That's not how it works.
how does it work?
I don't know. Because this is a very long history lesson that I've had to learn. Hungary was a lot bigger nation.
Okay.
After the wars, they only were given a small piece of land. But remember, there was Transylvania.
Yes.
So George was part of Transylvania.
Uh-huh.
But then Romania took over Transylvania in like another spot.
Got it. I see. Okay, so
But they're Hungarians.
okay, so like
There's a lot of Hungarians.
modern time Romania is where George was born. Modern day Romania.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense.
But like the city that we went to was in Romania, but it's like 55% Hungarians
Okay.
because there's still Hungarians all over.
So there's no such thing as Transylvanians anymore?
no,
How come?
because they're Hungarian.
Okay, continue.
I
You
don't
went
know
to
how
Romania
explain
for
it.
one day.
Okay, so my father-in-law does missions work. He's preaching at a bunch of different spots.
Yeah.
So on Thursday, we went to Romania.
Oh, the Gypsy Church.
Yeah.
Okay, got
so
it.
he does like different gypsy churches and just goes out and do mission. He just preaches a lot
Yeah.
at different churches. It doesn't specifically have to be gypsy church. But anyway, so on Thursday we went and it was like in the town square
Yeah.
of this, I think it's called Satumare or something like that. And so we were in Romania for that. I think it only took us like an hour, 2 hours to get there. Okay, because where Debrecen is, it's on the corner, and then where George is from is like literally maybe 2 hours away
Okay.
from the Hungarian. He's like right on the Hungarian border.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, but this was like more north.
Okay.
So we went there, and it was really cool. Like literally, the band just set up outside in this like little town square and just had the music like as loud as they could.
Yeah.
And they were just playing like worship music and Christian music and
For people
and
listening.
then George would go like every now and again and preach, and it was really cool. Like people would just come up and worship for a little bit or listen, take video, and then they would just go on about their day. But like David and I walked around like outside of where the little park was, like on the actual street, and you could still hear it.
Oh my
So
God.
like it was loud, and so like we were telling him like even if people weren't congregating there, like you still planted a seed in a lot of people because you
I have
could
a
hear
question.
everywhere.
So you know how like the U.S. is technically like a Christian nation, and like Iran is technically like a Muslim nation. What is Hungary? Do you know? Does it have like a national
I don't know.
religion or whatever?
Could we look it up?
I don't know. Yeah, Trent. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean I have no idea, but at least they can, which is good.
What do you want me to look up?
Does Hungary have a national religion?
I think it might. I don't know.
I know it's weird. Like those, they're not the Middle East. They're Eastern European nations. Like,
Yeah, because like we went to a spot in. It was in Hungary. It was a city in Hungary where we went on our.
what does it say?
Wine tour.
Says religion in Hungary has been dominated by forms of Christianity for centuries.
Got it.
At the 2011 census, 39% of Hungarians were Catholics, 11.3% were Calvinists,
Okay, that's Christian.
2.2% were Lutherans.
Whoop, whoop.
Wow. And 2% followed other religions. 16.3 or 0.7% were non-religious, of which 1.5% were atheists.
Interesting.
It's very interesting.
Well, I guess they're mostly Christian. There was like nothing of being Muslim. That's weird.
Why is that weird?
Because Islam is like the fastest growing religion. Hi.
Oh my god.
Liam just walked in.
Look at that little smile guy.
Yeah. Oh, he headbutted David. Yeah, like Islam is like the fastest growing religion in the world.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Anyway.
So yeah,
Read a
so
book.
we were
Muhammad's the most.
okay. So we were in Romania, and it was cool. We talked to a little young couple there. They're probably like 20 or something.
Yeah.
And just talking about growing up in Romania, and they spoke really good English, and we were like, how do you know English so well? And I mean, everybody in Europe speaks multiple languages, and a lot of them speak English.
Yeah.
But
You know
but
what?
they were like the internet. Yeah, like they learned it in school, but they were like, we learned a lot of it from the internet. Like a lot of you have to imagine like movies and stuff, all the music we listened to when we were in any like restaurant was music that's from here. Like it's all like very Western.
Really?
Yes. And they know all the movies. Like all the movies that were on there were American movies, but just dubbed over. Like a lot of TV was American, but dubbed over when we were like trying to look through the stuff.
That's so imagine living in a country where like the majority of the content like music
American,
is and from another country.
Yeah, it'd be weird.
That's why a lot of people learn English. Just
That's
to
what
like
I'm saying.
just to keep up with us. I mean,
okay.
And you know what though? Europeans give us a lot of shit about not knowing other languages, but they're all so close together. Like
Yeah,
they have to learn the other languages because they're so close.
Yeah.
Like literally, if you were to drive, like you said, the 10 hours from Switzerland to Hungary, that's 2 languages that you passed over. You know, Hungary and Switzerland, and maybe what did the Austrians speak?
Well, in Switzerland, the area that we were at speaks German, but there's 4 languages in Switzerland.
Yeah,
4
'cause
main
Germany
languages.
Is
It was like German,
north.
French. David, what was the third one? Thought he was still in here.
He walked outside.
It was German, German, French. Oh, what was the other one? There was a third one.
Swiss?
And then it was no.
They don't
They
speak
don't. It's
Swedish?
like Swiss German. Swedish is Sweden.
Oh.
Oh my! This is why Americans have a bad name.
But what I'm saying though is like if we were to drive 10 hours, like I'm in Oklahoma.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Or
You know what I asked
or I
David?
drive to El Paso and that's 10 hours away. I'm still in Texas.
Yeah, but in El Paso they all speak Spanish.
Not all of them. Alyssa, there are a lot of people who are like you and me that are Mexican but don't speak Spanish.
I think if you live on the border, you probably speak Spanish.
But what I'm saying is like the whole country is so big that we all speak English.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I was asking David this, like, is there not dialects? I guess it would be dialects in Hungary,
Yeah.
like where you can tell like what part of Hungary you're from.
Yeah, like America.
Yeah, and he was like, I don't think so
Yeah.
because it's small.
You know what's
it's like
funny?
9 million people in Hungary.
Yeah.
There's like 2 million people in San Antonio.
And there's 9 million in New York City, just in like Manhattan area, like in the
Are you
in the
serious?
boroughs. Yeah.
Okay, but they're trying to build up the Hungarian population. They will
Why?
pay you 1 million forint to have a baby, or 2 million.
They're also trying to do that.
You get
too.
2 years off for having a baby,
Are we moving?
paid. I was like, David, let's go over there. Let's have all our kids, and then they'll give you like $30,000 to have like for your house.
Yeah.
over there.
They do that in Hungary. They do it, I think, in Japan, actually.
I want
Yeah.
to move there just to have kids, and then we'll move
Yeah.
back and just keep our house in Hungary and just go every summer.
Okay. Where are you going to get all this money from?
I have money. I'm gonna get money from.
have money.
I'll get money from having kids.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's
Just
true.
have a bunch of kids.
Yeah. Anyway, what was my question?
I don't know. What
Anyway,
are we talking about?
we were talking about languages.
languages, yeah.
And like, dang it, I had a question. It's okay.
Anyway, so we did Romania on Thursday and then came back Friday, hung out on Friday. Oh, I got my eyelashes done on Friday.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. And I was thinking about it the other day. Like, I haven't had my car for like a month.
Yeah.
And then we went on this trip. And I don't think I've spent that much time alone.
What do you mean alone?
Like, not alone, but
Oh,
like
when
I
you're
was
getting your eyelashes done? Yeah.
Like, in a lot. Because, you know, you get a lot of alone time when you have your car.
Yeah.
And you drive by yourself.
Yeah.
But I have driven maybe twice or 3 times in a month and
You
a
need to
half.
get your car fixed.
I know, but I was like, I got my eyelashes done. I was like, I think this is the only time I've really been
Alone.
alone, and like, it's really sad.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. I'm saying like, it's sad that I haven't had more alone time.
I feel bad the other day when I got my eyelashes done. I was like, hey, I'm listening to a podcast, and I stuck my headphones in while
Why?
she did. I just wanted to hear a podcast.
No, but why is that bad? Why'd you feel bad?
Because, sometimes I like to talk to
I don't
people.
like them to talk to me.
Wow, what do you mean by them?
Okay, when I'm getting my eyelashes done, or mascara, or massage,
Yeah.
do not talk. Or facial, like, just don't talk. Just don't talk to me.
Good to
You
know.
know.
If I ever do your lashes, give you a massage or a facial.
Okay, I wouldn't.
Okay, so you're in Hungary.
Oh,
you
yeah,
do
okay,
all
so
the stuff.
Friday.
You go
is
to
my last
Romania.
day. Yeah. Oh, one of my favorite parts about Hungary was they have these thermal pools.
Oh, yeah.
So it's literally like they're natural spring waters that are heated a certain temperature, different temperatures. So you just go and you're like in a big old hot tub.
big old hot.
But it's natural, it's all natural, and it's supposed to be really good for you.
My one of my coworkers from Favor, brought to you by Favor, not really.
You have a
Went
favorite shirt on.
I do. She went to Spain. And she was saying that she went to one of those things too.
Yeah, Budapest had a really nice one, but we weren't there long enough, and
Yeah.
we couldn't bring Liam. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was one of my favorite. Before I move on to us getting back from the trip,
Yeah.
because so then Friday was our last day. We went to this like cool water tower and had a couple shots, and it was fun.
Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah, and then just like hung out. David's aunt and uncle that we stayed with was like so cool. I was
Yeah.
like really sad when we left. Actually, like I almost started crying, and because they just were like very cool, and I really like David's family, like every single one of them that live
Yeah.
here. And I just was like, man, it would be cool if he was part of it too, like here.
Oh,
You
he's the
know?
only sibling that lives in Hungary, right?
Yeah. And so I'm like, man, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We'll go back and visit or have them come visit.
Yeah.
So then, what was I saying? Oh, sorry.
Jeez.
So yeah, so we did Friday, and then Saturday we knew we wanted to do Budapest, so that was the only day we could go. So we left Saturday morning.
While you were there, it's like 2 other people I knew were in Budapest.
Yeah, who was there?
2 people from Faber.
That's funny.
Yeah. One actually lives there now. She's teaching
Really?
English as a second language at school.
See,
Yeah.
everybody knows English.
Yeah.
Maybe I should do that.
Okay.
I'm saying, like, if I ever moved to Hungary,
You could be
paid
a
to have
teacher.
kids, I could be a teacher, could be an English teacher.
Yeah. Are you seriously thinking of moving to Hungary, a
No.
third world country?
Is it third world?
Trent?
So anyway, so we drove to Budapest. It was like maybe 2 hours to get to Budapest, and we got an Airbnb there, and we checked in, and the Airbnb was dirty, and so we left, and we told them to clean it, and so then they cleaned it, and actually it was
I'm
a
sorry for
really.
yawning.
Are you bored?
No, I'm tired.
Okay, so then
Wait, is Hungary a third world country?
I'm reading now.
Oh, okay. Is
Yeah,
it a,
Lauren.
is it a second world country?
So I mean, the U.S. dollar does go a long way there, but I don't know.
Yeah. I remember talking about the wine was like $23, but it was like 15,000 forint.
Yeah, forint.
Forinta.
I don't know. Yeah, like my eyelashes, I think were like 14.
1,000.
Not 14,000, maybe 1,400 forint, but it ended up being like $40. Like it just
Yeah.
sounds like a lot more. But anyway, so we got to Budapest. The place is cool. I don't know if it was a new building or if it was like a renovated building, but
Yeah.
everything was new, like
Yeah.
brand new. It just they needed.
It
to
looked
clean
really cool.
So then we left and we just started walking because we got.
How do you know if you were in a
Airbnb.
safe neighborhood or not?
No idea, but we were like right in the middle, like
That's
right
so
in
scary. Yeah.
the middle of everything. Like we knew, like it was just
Yeah.
blocks away to get to like the river,
Yeah.
the Danube, and like we wanted to see the Parliament and the castle. So actually, I didn't really know. I just knew we were gonna walk around.
What did David say was built in the 1200s?
I think the castle that we went to,
That is crazy.
it was so beautiful. This is when I started not feeling well, I think,
Oh no.
because
the
I remember
castle.
being like, like I wish I.
maybe you have the pox.
I don't. I just remember seeing, like, I just remember I was like, dang it, like, this is so beautiful, but I don't feel good. You know what I mean? Like,
you
I
touched an infected rock while you were walking from it was like crystallized. Okay, good.
but anyways, we stayed in, that's what I was saying. I think it's technically Budapest because S by itself is sh.
Yeah.
So everybody was saying, oh, are you staying on the Pest side? Pest.
Oh, because they were 2 cities,
It's
Buda,
and Pest. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's Budapest.
Yeah.
Pest.
They were 2 cities before and then they combined to one.
Yeah, so we stayed on the Pest side.
Uh-huh.
Pest, whatever.
You know, it's a random thing. Did you know? I didn't know this. That Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas, it's just like Kansas City and it's cut in half.
I didn't know that.
See? I learned it
Interesting.
from Queer Eye. So it's just one city and you stay either on the Missouri side or the
Yeah.
Kansas side. Huh. We're kind of like Buda and Pest. Anyway,
So,
let me make sure that's
we
right.
walked around. That would be really funny if it wasn't.
But I'm pretty sure I saw that in what's it called?
Queer Eye. We walked
Yeah.
for probably 10 miles. Like, we walked so much, and we just were like kind of exploring, same kind of thing. Like, we didn't really have a timeline on this vacation. We just kind of wanted to
Yeah.
let the places just find us.
Yeah.
So we walked a bunch, and it was really great. We saw like everything that we
Okay,
wanted
I'm
to
right.
see.
I'm right. Okay, good. Kansas City. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, and then we had like really good street food.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else. there was like a market going on
Yeah.
at the time, so we got to walk around that.
That's
which I
cool.
thought was cool. Yeah.
Like a farmer's market?
yeah,
Yeah.
but a lot of pastries.
Oh my God.
We didn't get anything, but
That's
I was
like a Hungarian thing for pastries.
I wish
Yeah.
there was. I wish one of the family members would open up a bakery because she's like amazing. And
Who?
Melly,
Why doesn't she?
I know. She
Melly, you want me to help you do social media
Yeah.
for it and help you
I
open it up?
just think, I mean, a lot of them make really great. My mother-in-law
Yeah.
makes really great pastries too.
Yeah.
But she's really good.
Yeah.
She watches British Bake Off too.
Does she?
So anyway, so then once we were like so tired and we knew we were gonna have like a freaking long drive the next day because so the first time we drove, we were flying back out of Zurich.
Yeah.
So the first time we drove, we split it up. We were like, we'll just take 2 days.
Yeah.
But then on the way back, we were like, well, we'll just do it all in one day.
Yeah.
We're stupid. So
How long was the drive?
it ended up being 13 hours.
Oh, that's like driving from here to Colorado.
Exactly. Like David's done that drive before. David and I have done a 12-hour drive together before.
I hate
think it was
it.
14 hours actually. All one way, like not a lot of stops. But it's so different with a baby.
Yeah.
And it's just he couldn't get out. Like he couldn't
Yeah.
get out of the car or anything. For lunch we stopped at Burger King.
Cool.
But it was like the nicest Burger King you've ever seen ever.
Yeah.
So he did good, and we played around there and tried to get him to like get tired and stuff. So that helped a lot. But then we were like stuck in traffic, and
Oh no.
so he finally fell asleep like towards the end of the drive. I had to we had to move our luggage around so I could go and sit in the back because like originally
Was he getting
like
fussy?
yeah originally like there was no space for me to go in the back if he
Yeah.
would get fussy.
Yeah.
We just tried to play Baby Shark a bunch of times.
Oh my God.
And like heat wave. And so then he finally like fell asleep when I was back there and chilled out a little bit. And then it was 13 hours. So then we finally got to Zurich and we were already like so dead at this point,
Yeah.
especially David because he's driving. And I had looked at the hotel before,
yeah.
but I was like, we can just book it when we get there. Like, it's not a big deal. Like,
Yeah.
we were just wanting to stay at a hotel airport. That way we could just get up and go.
Sure.
And we put in the directions. We got to the hotel because we were staying in Radisson.
Okay.
So I was like, I'll just put in Radisson on the GPS. And so
Yeah.
we got to the hotel and David's like, how much did you say it was? And I was like, oh, it's only supposed to be like $100.
yeah.
It's like, this place is $250 something. And I was like,
What?
not for, we got there at like 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And our flight, we had to be at the airport at like 7:30.
Oh,
I'm like, I'm not
no.
paying $300 for 6
Yeah.
hours. So then I looked up another hotel and I realized I put in the wrong Radisson.
Oh no.
So we drove to the other Radisson, $100, but they were fully booked.
Oh my God.
Then we stopped at a DoubleTree fully booked.
What?
Yes. And we were like, David's like, I'm going to cry.
Oh,
like it was
no.
terrible. And then we saw this other place that was called like B&B hotels.
Oh my God.
And we were like, he's like, seriously, if they are booked or
Yeah.
expensive, like we're just going to sleep in the car.
Oh.
Liam was already asleep at this
Yeah.
point. So I'm like, I mean, I guess so, like
Yeah.
6 hours, whatever. But they had a room, thankfully.
good.
It was only like $100 too. So
Was it a nice room? Or was
It
it like
was-
a motel?
it was not a motel, but the room and the bathroom were probably smaller than this living room.
Oh no.
It was probably from,
I mean, it was just 6 hours. You need a place to sleep.
yeah. So there was it was a bed,
Yeah.
but the bed was smaller. So Liam was like trying to sleep with us, but he was like kept crawling to the end of the bed.
Oh, that's why he fell off.
Okay, no. So I'm like Liam, we're trying to go to sleep, and
Yeah.
we're ready like 2:00 in the morning. We're like, okay, Liam, let's just go to sleep, and he kept
Yeah.
crawling to the end, and we kept pulling him back. And
Yeah.
I was like, so then David switched to sleep head
Uh-huh.
down, and I was head this way, and so he didn't fall off the whole night, and we were very proud. But then David went to go get our luggage and make sure everything was organized.
Yeah.
And Liam is sitting there and I'm like getting ready. And then I see him like kind of crawling over the side and I grab him by the foot. But by the time I could, he had slipped and fallen.
Oh no. But you know what though? Every time, and you see this too. Every time he like crawls to the end, he thinks he can go down because he thinks someone's
He
gonna
knows
grab
somebody
him.
will grab him. Yeah.
Yeah, but this time now he figured out maybe sometimes someone's not gonna grab him.
He was fine. Like he kind of
Did he cry?
Yeah, but I think he was just kind of freaked out, and I was
Yeah.
like,
You didn't catch
"You're
me.
okay."
Yeah.
Like, "You're
That's really
fine."
funny.
It wasn't. It really was like from, like it was maybe
Yeah.
a foot and a half. Or
Yeah.
two. It was just
Poor
funny. I told David
thing.
Liam fell off the bed.
Every baby falls off the bed. Here he comes out again. Every baby falls off the bed. I know.
like crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he did good.
Yeah, you fell
You
off
want
the
to come
bed.
say hi?
Well, you gotta tell the end of the story. He can say hi at the end.
So yeah, we did a 13-hour drive. We had
Yeah.
5 hours of sleep, maybe. Then we checked out of the hotel, and well, actually, we didn't check out, but I'm hoping that that's fine.
You're still paying.
So we got to the airport, and so it was another like 2-hour and then 10-hour flight. So the 2-hour flight was Zurich to London.
I thought it was a direct.
No, it was
Oh.
Zurich to London, London to Houston.
Oh God.
So we did Zurich to London, but at the Zurich airport, that's when they said, you don't have a bag allowance. And we were like, what? Like,
Yeah.
like you booked this flight without a bag allowance. And we were like, that's weird because on the way over here, we checked our bags.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, it says here that you shouldn't have been able to check your bags on that flight.
Yeah. Well, we did. So just do it again.
So
Yeah.
she ended up not doing it. We had to pay.
How much was it?
I think we paid like 75.
Oh my God.
I think it was like 75, and then she gave us like a discount, okay, 50. And then she was like, oh, well, that bag, my check bag,
Yeah.
that bag's too big for the flight. Like, we'll have to check it, but we'll check it for free.
That's nice of her.
But I'm like, why don't you check our other bags for free?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She was trying to be nice. Anyway.
She could have been nicer.
Yeah.
So we were there like waiting a long time, but we got there with enough time. So then we went through security. Everything was
Yeah.
fine. And then when we got to London, he fell asleep on the plane. He was super easy on the first flight. Then we got to London, and I don't know if I should tell this story.
What is it? Yeah, you should. I know it.
Okay,
it's
so-
kind of funny.
So we were like, okay, I think for the long flight, we should try to get Liam headphones, because if we like show him some videos, maybe
Yeah.
he'll like chill out, and that'll be
Yeah.
easier. So I go into the store, and I see these headphones, and they're kid headphones.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'll just tell David to get those, because I'm gonna go buy some stuff if he wants to end up getting them.
Yeah.
So I bought whatever I needed to. I told David, I'm like, okay, like let's get this headphones.
Yeah.
But I didn't say kids headphones.
Yeah.
So David went and got these adult headphones, and I was like, we're not gonna give Liam adult headphones. Like, he's
Yeah.
a baby, and the kids ones will last him a long time.
Yeah,
Like,
because they're made for kids.
yeah, they have a volume limit. So I
Yeah.
went back and I was like, ma'am, my husband just bought these, but I actually want the kids one. She literally was like rolling her eyes at me and was like, I just, okay, well, this is going to be, I just can't believe this. And I was like,
Oh, you can't believe
I was like,
it? This is something that you cannot literally believe.
I was like, so she was doing it.
I can't.
And at first I was like, I'm just not going to say anything, because this is so stupid that she's
Yeah.
acting this dramatic.
Yeah.
And so she starts doing the transaction, and she's still being like annoying.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm sorry to have ruined your day. Like,
You said that to her?
yeah. And she was like, my day's already been terrible. And I was like, well, is it really that big of a deal? And she's like, yes, it is that big of a deal, because I have to run this thing twice. And I was like, doesn't seem like that big of a deal, lady. Like, it's
Yeah.
literally taking 5 minutes of
Yeah.
your time.
Yeah.
There's not a line. It's not the end of the
I'm glad
world.
you stood up for yourself. 'cause-
I was like, I had 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was done.
yeah.
So we got the headphones, whatever.
But she was English, right?
This was in Switzerland.
Oh God.
So I don't know what she was. So we got to,
She was a bitch. That's all I know.
yeah. So we got the headphones, and there was like stickers on them. Liam like loved playing with the stickers, but he
Yeah.
wasn't really into the headphones. Like he kind of used one side, but he didn't want it on his head. So whatever, no big deal. So then we get to London, and we get to London, and we went to get our stroller. And I guess when we got our stroller, David was put down the headphones and then was going to put them in the stroller, but forgot to put them on the stroller. So we're on the plane.
It's that lady.
Yeah, and
She
got
put
it in his head.
She like
Put a curse
she
on
put a
his
curse on
ears.
the headphones.
So we got on
She
the
was like, I
London
hope they
plane,
forget them.
the 10-hour flight, and I was like, where are the headphones? And David's like, oh my God.
So did you put an AirPod in his ear?
No, we just played it really quietly. He
Yeah.
didn't even really
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
But it was just funny. I was like, we paid like $50 for
Yeah.
a 2-hour flight that we were supposed to pay $50 so he could have them for years and years and years.
Yeah.
It was kind of annoying, but it was fine. I don't
Yeah.
care. It was just funny. Like we literally one thing after Liam fell. We had 5 hours of sleep. We literally
Oh, the car.
yeah. Oh yeah. So then we also when we were
Real
leaving
quick.
Budapest, it was like the last before our big drive,
David said no.
and it was just we just had like a thing after a 13-hour drive. You know,
Yeah.
so it was like we just kept on, and it was just it was a lot. Like one thing after the other. But then we got back and we were like, man, we should have literally like changed our flights to fly from Budapest back to San Antonio because
Yeah.
then we have to go through customs, do all this stuff back in Houston.
Yeah.
We're already like freaking jet lagged, and then we have to drive home
Yeah.
3 hours.
That was dumb.
So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. We made mistakes. We had
Well-
stuff that we learned from. Honestly, at the end of the day, like to think that we did all that and
Yeah.
we made it through, and I can still say we really enjoyed our time. Like today, David and I were texting like we missed each other. Like we spent
Aw.
every day together for 2 weeks, you know, and Liam. And David's been like getting up with him early and still like playing with him and giving
Yeah.
him breakfast and like just
Yeah. It was a
really-
good family reset.
yes. And so it was really
You gonna
good.
cry?
Like, no, I'm fixing my eyelashes. So it was just good. And I think like even after all that, for us to like still like love each other a lot and like
Yeah.
even more maybe, and then just like miss each other. Like I just think that was
Really good.
it was really good for
Yeah.
us and good for our souls.
Aw.
And I think Liam like really enjoyed that too. Like
Yeah.
just the time with us and like
If you could put one word on this trip, what would it be? 2 words. Or 3. 5.
best trip ever. I don't know.
Yay.
I was-
Anything
it was
else
really
that you
great.
want to say before we
I would say if you're thinking about doing an international trip and you're scared, just freaking do it. It's so worth
Yeah.
it. Like 2 weeks was great. I think
Yeah.
David said he couldn't go longer, but I think we could have gone like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's
4.
a long time.
Because when you're there, it feels longer. But when
Keeps
you're
headbutting David.
when we
It's
come
funny.
back, it feels like it wasn't a lot of time. You know?
Yeah.
But it was really great. And I want to do it again. But
Maybe next time we'll go with y'all.
yeah, we'll probably go in 2 years. How many years?
How many years do you think, David, that y'all? 5 years? Oh my God, I'll be 37.
Liam, come say bye.
Oh yeah, also I had a birthday, guys. I'm 32 now. And Leon's going to come say hi, and then we're going to say good bye. All right, y'all. You can follow us on Instagram at Messy Bun Sisters. Leave us a review.
Bye-bye.
Fo-
Liam, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Follow us, like, share, subscribe. Welcome back, Vargas. Say bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.